Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloafer. Welcome, the Goose crew coming over from RevStream. Phil, Marcus, yes, I did appear. Here I am. I'm going to be off camera today. I'm recovering from being kind of a little bit sick last week, and I don't feel like I'm not willing to control my facial expressions. So, I'm going to stay off camera for today. But we're still going to have some fun. Let me hop out of this thing because it's loud. Oh my god, look at all these geese. Who's here? Ayer's here, and Kaz is here, and Streamlabs is here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're back on Titan in Space Engineers Uno. And if I recall, we are kind of under the gun to build wind turbines. So we got to get some wind power going because we're going to run out of power. So, then what we're going to do after we do that real quick, this better be a sunrise. Yeah, it's a sunrise. Okay. I should probably get supplies. There goes the miner over there. Oh, and there's high winds. Okay, that's good. Maybe we won't run out of power. Let's see. Oh, I have a banana beef pack. Do I need to eat? No, not yet. Okay. We're going to need some steel, probably a lot of that, and I think I'm going to need some interior plate. Alright, we're going to do one wind tower. Good luck stealing the hat from Streamlabs. Streamlabs donated $1 billion to me, and it's got the hat, so, of course I'm kidding. Now, where are we going to put this? I don't know, I need to space it out a little bit, so I think we're going to put it maybe nestled in right around here. Maybe we'll do it off of this thing right here. Maybe I should do it on the... I mean, I kind of want to alternate them, but I guess I'm going to do it on the side where the sun is. I really need a vodka on this world. Hey, Rev. Hey, Game Dork. How's it going? I did actually catch the last few seconds, minutes of Rev's stream. It looked like you guys had finished your... Hang on. Looks like you'd finished your spacecraft and we're back into Space Engineers 2. Working on a racer for Dig Rock's race, huh? That's what I gathered from the last, like, few minutes. So. I could be totally wrong about that. How do I want to do this? Because these things are already sticking out a block and I don't have a unified tiny grid system. So we could just extend it out. I like that I can fall from almost any height and not get hurt here. Let's see. What could we do? Or... I mean, we could come out... It doesn't have to technically be... How did I do the rest of these? Okay, that one's just sitting on it. That one is part of something like that. I could come out, like, right here, maybe. If I put it... right here, I think we are definitely far enough away in any direction. So yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Let's get... Do I have the goods? I don't have the goods. I don't have the goods. Okay, we need columns. And then I need... What's those other...
Coolio.
Yeah. You scared me for a moment there because I saw the message before I saw the actual dollar amount. Thank you very much, Game Dork. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's funny. I love you guys. Okay, and then I want some of them roundy McGee's. What are they called, the new things? Where's the group? There we go. All right. So I'm going to put... do I want it to stick out more than this? No, I don't think so. I think we're just going to do this. And then we'll do columns. Actually, which one of these looks more like a column? None of them. None of them do. Okay, that's fine then. I want it to be about the same height as the others. I don't know how high that is. I think... Okay, here, let's do this. As the crow flies, that looks like straight ahead is there. So I think we're good. Alright, so we'll throw down one of those. And the reason I kind of panicked about Game Dork's message is because on 2 occasions I've seen Game Dork accidentally donate twice. And I thought, oh no, he accidentally donated $1 billion in 1 penny. And I'm not going to be able to refund that. Turbine. Maybe I'll make 2 of these. It doesn't take very long to make one of these. Yeah. Then I'm going to have to go in and get some radiation pills. My washing machine is singing the song of its people right now. I tell you, my whole world changed when we got a washing machine that can play music. Had no idea that was a thing. Yeah, confuse the dollar amount with the message field. Surely that could never happen. Alright, and one of these, and that's it. And we're also going to need a bunch of these things, huh? Grab everything. Fly upside down for a bit. And, oh, I shouldn't have flown upside down because I flew the wrong way. Nice. There we go. Alright, so how about that Merrick dev blog today, huh? I feel like we got to be getting close to the VS 2.2. I'm very much looking forward to 2.2. I feel like that game, all it was really missing to be, you know, good enough to hold my attention for more than a couple of hours is subgrids. So, you think they're going to shadow drop it? Just like one day they're going to be like, yeah, all right, it's done, here you go. Could be. Can I get in here? There we go. I didn't get this one, did I? Alright. What's over there? Oh, the beacons. Yeah. What is new? So they talked about finally adding toolbars to the ship cockpits. So we'll be able to actually control stuff from the cockpit. I don't remember what was new in the newsletter. I think that's the only thing I can think of that was new in the newsletter. I think they did mention a VS 2.3 would come after it. And I don't remember what they said would be in 2.3, but yeah, I'm trying to remember. If you guys probably could, one of you can go look it up, or you've probably got it memorized, but, or at least it's fresh in your mind, if anybody remembers and wants to go fill everybody in. I like when these things come down to the ground. Like that. Again? That was fast. So yeah, anyway, once 2.2 drops, I'm going to be doing... yeah. Okay, so, Phil. When I said fill everyone in, I thought about making a pun with your name, and then I decided against it. And I'm pretty proud of that. But anyway, once 2.2 drops, I'm going to go back to doing some Space Engineers 2. So what I'm doing now is going back to how I used to do the schedule, where Thursday is Space Engineers Day, and Sunday is a rotating roster of whatever. And I think I might even actually go back to some Friday streams as well, because there's a game coming out that me and Pat want to play. And we might go back to doing a couple Friday streams in the near future. So Sunday is going to be a rotating roster of things. So designated survivors is going to be the last Sunday of every month. So we're going to switch that to monthly. DNA and I might do some joint streams of other games from time to time in that slot, but for the most part, it's probably going to be Space Engineers 2 and City Skylines. And then maybe a fourth thing. I don't know. But we'll kind of cycle through things. It's really going to be on my whim. My whim is going to control the schedule, though everything will be scheduled ahead of time as usual. But that's what's going to be happening. But that frees me up to play Space Engineers 2 when the update drops. So, anyway, now that thing is taken care of, in fact, let's actually double check that we're getting, yep, okay, good. IP wind turbines. All of you become that, and you go. Now let's look at the batteries. Oh, that's right, there's no batteries on the base. I need to put a battery down. We were talking about that too. The batteries are these batteries. And they will be depleted in infinity seconds. They are depleted. Okay. Probably because they're depleted because the miner is here and it's charging. So, but it is charging. So that's good. So our base batteries are depleted. What the heck is the TT? I don't even remember what vehicle that is. Oh, those are the, those are the Tater Tots. Tater Tot batteries are dead. Okay. Tater Tot batteries are dead. So we're power positive, but not when we're barely power positive. The miner is kind of sucking up all the power at the moment. So I think we might do another quick wind tower. Is there more weather happening? And that's with high winds too. There was high winds going on at the time. So we are going to need, let's see, we're going to want, because we're going to run, we're going to be running a hallway or something out to the big old hole in the ground. So we will be able to put wind turbine towers along there. I think we'll just do one off the side here, which unfortunately brings me back to my original problem of this. But I think I'm just going to go off the side of the landing platform. So let's just do that. And then I could kind of work in the shade over here. We'll just do, I don't have any stuff. We'll do the exact same thing as before. Get it done nice and quick. And throw a battery down. And then we'll start working on a cargo ship. It's not going to be super pretty. It's going to be very bare bones, but I just need to get a cargo container over to that stronghold so that I can start taking stuff away. And oh, I had a radiation kit on me. That's good. I've completely lost what I was going to do. Steal. I was going to steal things. Boop, 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 boop. And some of this. Okay, there we go. Let's see. For your salvager, what's the inspiration for the salvager? You know, that's a good question, Kaz. The inspiration is I need to get the stuff out of the stronghold. That's what's inspiring me to do it. But in terms of like what's it going to look like? It might just look like a cargo container with thrusters on it, but it'll probably look a little bit better than that. I just don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. And I don't think I have a blueprint for a purely cargo shuttle. I want it to be small grid. You know, there's a ship from, is it from Battlestar Galactica, or is it from like some other late 70s, early 80s kind of TV show that kind of looks like, no, it can't be from Battlestar Galactica. It's got to be from, was it from, what was it from? Anyway, I don't know. It kind of looks like a cargo container with legs. Some of you might know what I'm talking about, but I don't, so that's going to be tough. All right. Anyway, that's kind of what it's going to look like. You know those new modular cargo containers? We're going to do those. that's not a thing. So if we did this, like here, I think maybe we'll do it back here so it won't be as in the way. We're getting a lot of... Hello. There we go. Getting a lot of spiders today. It was Space 19. You're right. Thank you, Game Dork. You can always count on Game Dork. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's got... That has a Battlestar Galactica vibe to it, but I was like, that is not... I know it's not Battlestar Galactica. Because I know it was not the Galactica itself, for sure, but one of the other ships on the show. I think I gotta go one higher. There we go. And we will recollect you here. Yeah, basically a brick with a pilot area. You got it. You got it. You nailed it. So that's what we're going to do. Yep. I might do a solar tower.
Meteors inbound.
On one of these eventually, because the we
Energy
do.
Low.
I'll take care of that in a second. It wouldn't hurt. There's a lot of sun here. It's just that the sun, if I recall, goes behind the planet, and so we don't have a full sun, but there's still a decent amount of sun. So. Yeah, exactly, Game Dork. It looks like a spacecraft. It looks like a thing designed to go up into space and fly where there's no atmosphere, and land on planets. You know, but it's not like a like an X-wing. You know, even though an X-wings do fly in atmosphere, but it's not like a spaceship that looks like airplane. Gonna just fill up with a bunch of these real quick. For those of you using Farmhand who don't speak English, I did put out an update to Farmhand, the script, the other day. There was an issue when the game is in a language other than English. It would... these ones. It would show the farm plots as dead. And I thought I had accounted for all of the situations where it would need to know, like, I thought I was using only internal IDs that would never change based on language, but I was wrong. There's actually one place where I was using a language-specific thing. Like, in other words, the API, the internal game API returns a different string depending on what language the game is in, and I didn't realize that was a possibility. So, that's fixed now, although I did get another report of the algae farms kind of doing the same thing, so I guess there's a second place that I missed, so I'm going to have to dig through that, but I assume it's the exact same root cause. I'll probably get to it this weekend. So, it was funny because someone who speaks German reached out to me, and they were like, yeah, I've got this weird issue, and they were able to send me a world, and I was like, it's not, I can't reproduce it, so I was kind of like struggling to figure it out, and then someone who spoke French reached out to me with the exact same problem, and I was like, let me change my game language real quick. And sure enough, instantly able to reproduce it. It's like all the farm plots immediately turn red, everything's dead. Switch it back to English, everything comes back to life. I'm like, yep, there we go. Good evening, Engineered Coffee. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we got that done. I think that's all done. We did the whole thing? We did the whole thing. Okay. Da. Cool. Should put railings up, jeez. Alright, so we still got high winds going on, which means there's still a good chance that we're not going to be power positive when that dies down, but let's maybe go ahead and do a do some batteries. Where should I put batteries? batteries. I think I've got space. Hang on a second. Let's see if we could remember. No, I don't think there's space. Oh, I just vented that room. Yep, I could have known this from the outside, but all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little bit out of here and put 3 batteries in here. 3 warfare batteries, because they look slightly nicer. And then the base will have its own batteries. And they will probably struggle to charge for a while. Oh, I never updated the YouTube links. I gotta do that with Streamlabs. Someone remind me before Sunday. Just so that it's showing an accurate channel, it's just not showing the pretty looking channel URL. Yeah, we need more. More power. Well, I guess I'm taking a drink of water. Like and subscribe, you know the deal. Okay, there we go. Maybe when I get going a little bit here, I'll turn the camera on. Now we wait a minute. Beautiful. Beautiful view. I love this area. I would really like to, I should have added the, lawn chair mod. I go set up a lawn chair down by the lake over there, the methane lake. Technically, I don't know if you are all aware of this, but technically speaking, according to the lore, that is a methane lake and not a water lake, not frozen water. So... well, here we go. Now we can start storing up some water once the miner is done. And I don't need to see you at all. Okay. I think that takes care of that. I assume these are going to fully deplete it in 12 minutes, in 47 minutes, in 12 minutes. Okay. It's the depleted part that worries me. Is the miner still sitting over here, or is it out charging? Or out mining? It's not mining. So we'll start collecting power when the miner is done. I assume that these batteries are draining to charge the miner right now. The miner is the go-getter. Where's the go-getter's batteries? They're almost full. So once it's done, then we'll start charging back up again. So, actually, we should be able to see in a minute here, because it's about to take off. So depleted in 40, depleted in 57, fully recharged in 1 day. Or 2 hours. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Mm-hmm. Off it goes. Love that ship. Love it. Okay. So we need to build some sort of cargo ship. We should probably build it so that it can fit out the roof. And since we have this empty spot here, we might as well use this as the docking area. Although, we are going to be bringing back large things, so we're probably going to want to replace this with a large conveyor. Let me not stand on it while I do this. This one? No, where's my connectors at? I don't have connectors. Big old connectors, that's what I need. How was I... We're connecting on the bottom, right? Yeah. Do it like that. Cool. Did not need that. Okay, cool. So, okay. Sorry, I made a weird noise and that surprised me. Okay, so we will build it off of this, or we will build it near here, at least. I guess I could have used the, well, it wouldn't really fit under there. Okay, so let's put a hinge down, kind of behind this thing, so that we can get it connected. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why I always build as far away from the cargo as possible, but I do. Actually, it might be a good idea to just take this whole thing down. No, you know, it's not in the way. It's not hurting nothing. This is going to become... Oh, I leveled up. This is going to become the dock for the... We'll call it cargo ship. We'll need a name for the cargo ship at some point. Or we could just call it... What's it called? The Eagle what? Oh, just called Eagle Transport. Maybe we'll just call it that. I'm not going to actually look up what it's called. I'm going to go by memory or the vibe of it. So if it doesn't look exactly correct, don't blame me. I'm not trying to go exact with it. All right, what do I have? A lot of this. Okay. So I do want a... We'll try to build it kind of so that it can be connected up to right here. So we'll start with a connector, I guess, like this. And then that'll be what we build off of. That way we'll be 100% sure that it'll be able to land here. So we have a connector. We want to go into a... We want to go into one of those modular cargo things. So I'm thinking we'll probably just do one of these big old, like, exhaust fan looking things. Wait, no. What did I just do? I want that thing. Which I probably got anyway, but... Wow, you are annoying, aren't you? Okay, there we go. Not entirely sure why I even bothered to grab the parts for it, but... while I'm here, let me just grab a little bit of you, a little bit more of you, and a little bit more of you. Okay. That will help. Okay. So, cargo. Do I have cargo in here? No, I never have anything useful in the bar. So how's everybody's week been going so far? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while, other than hanging out on Ayers streams. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to Rev stream today. I had to take my son to soccer practice, and then I had to, he had like a play. Whoa, hey, whoa, what's happening? What? Okay. Now, you know what we could do, actually? This thing is offset because it's offset because the previous ship that I built here was, had its connector way in the back. So, actually, I'm wondering if it wouldn't be better to redo this landing pad to move it kind of over a little bit, or maybe even to this side, and then we could put this thing in between the cargoes instead of having it be just like a big, like just kind of hanging off the back like that. I wonder if that would make it look better. I do like the idea of these things being like one kind of continuous unit, but this is kind of weird, you know? Oh, nice. I had a friend who did point of sale repair for many years. You meet interesting people, I'm told. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of this and this.
Energy low.
And this. and this, and we're just going to move. This thing just comes right to there, right? Yeah.
Inventory full.
Nope, alright. I like it when the base isn't really fully planned out, and then we could just do these modifications as needed. So I think we'll take this whole thing out. We'll just make it flat. Yeah, we'll just make it flat. And then we'll move this. Let's see. That's my assembler, so we can't really disconnect that for too long. So we'll put that back in. And then this is the basement that we made last time. If anybody missed the last stream, this is the basement. This is all new. So what are we going to do right here? I guess I just need I can only really do a junction. So let's do a junction. Alright. Then we'll get rid of that. We could put more floor around it, but let's not. Alright, and then cargo, or connector rather. Doesn't really matter which way it goes. Was that the guns shooting out there again, or was that my mind playing tricks on me? Man. I thought I'd grabbed enough, but I did not count. Okay, good. So we can now maybe cut this back a little bit. Actually, we can't really cut it back. We need to do... how far back do we have to go if we want... Oh, actually, how's this going to work? Because that's... Oh, no, this will be... Yeah, this will be fine. We need it to be... Because this will stick down a little bit. It'll stick down... 1? No, it'll stick down by 2, which is fine. I'm gonna go just give myself a little anchor to hook onto. So right, I don't know if that's the correct distance. I think I need to go out one more. Let's see, that's the ground. It's gonna end up being there, but I need to go out one. Yes? What? Oh, yeah. Put it all back. I can pull from you, right? I think I just did a few minutes ago. Perfect. Yes. Wait. Yes. Yes. Because then we go like this, and then we put our connector. I'm going to do this one like this. And then we can do another cargo on the front. You know, Phil, some might say yes, and that I should have been doing that all along. And those people would be correct. So, alright. Kaz is still working. It's told to bring up some data that was hidden in a different system. Piped it in, and it looks all sorts of wrong, so pretty sure the source needs to be re-cleaned. I don't know what time zone you're in, but if you're in a time zone near me, you're working pretty late today, huh? This is probably good enough for, oh, you know what I could have done? Oh. Oh. Well, if I was going to do this, why wouldn't I just put this connector underneath one of the cargo containers? You know what's going to happen here? We're going to spend so much time just trying to make a thing when we could have just stuck some thrusters on a cargo container and been out and back a couple times already. So we went, I think that's too far. I think that's one too far. That looks correct. Because then, I think that's correct. We go under here. Slap one of those on. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Then we could put another one of these right on the front there. There, now we're good. And then we'll put some landing gear on it and whatnot, and that's going to be pretty much it. Yeah, oh yeah, Eastern time. It is pretty late over there. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, that sucks, but yeah, and managers don't respect personal time. That is true. Yeah. Yep. I get it. All right, what are we going to put on the front of this thing? Probably something to sit in. Kind of think this one, the original, would be good. Or we could do... Yeah, I actually think the original one might look best for this. Which one has... It has a... Which one has a full-sized back to it? Oh, the fighter cockpit does. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't. Here, we can easily find this out, though. I don't think any of them do, other than the fighter cockpit. I don't want to do the fighter cockpit. But that might look okay. Otherwise, I was thinking this one, just because it looks just so utilitarian, you know, just so basic. Right. Yeah, I think that'll work just because the connectors line up. Oh, this one would also work with the connector lineup. Now let's go with this one. So let's throw in a just a small little conveyor converter like that, and then we'll just stick this cockpit right on the front of it like that, and then we'll get some thrusters going, get some gyros going. Where are we going to put gyros at? We could maybe put them... We probably only really need one, but we'll put two for symmetry. Oh, how about some batteries? Maybe we'll throw those on the back. Yeah, why don't we do that? Can I put... Just get myself a little space like that there. Batteries. I'm going to put two on there. I don't think we need two on this planet. Because it's not a high gravity planet, but... I do need a way... You know what? I'm going to put them on top. Because I need an easy way into the... I'm just going to put them like this. I need an easy way into the cargo. So let's put a... What's the... It's not called a hatch. It's not called a door. What is the cargo... The little... Is it called a hatch? No. The little doors that open up. Cover? I always forget this. Is it in one of these groups? I know there's... this one, the cap, but that doesn't animate. What's the one that animates? I'm going to have to go look for it. It's got to be in, like, the decorative pack or, like, field work or something, right? No, it's not field work. Signal? Wait, was it DLC? What's that thing? Jump Drive 2, yeah. Maybe it wasn't DLC. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Access panel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Access panel. Is there an... No. Construction components.
Energy low.
I didn't see them in with the conveyors. I don't think the access panels... The caps are. I don't think the access panels are in there. Alright, I don't like how far this sticks up, but I don't have a choice with that, so that's fine. Let's see. Oh, it's raining out. I was going to say, we might get lucky and do this at night. Then I don't have to worry about stuff, but I'm going to have to worry about stuff. Alright, the good news is, we can use this as like a... but for the fact that this sticks up so high, we can use that as places for thrusters. And we are going to... It's raining on me. Great. We're going to use atmospherics. So... Let's see. We don't need huge atmospherics. We could probably get away with small ones in several areas. I might do big flatmo. Maybe like 4 big flatmo for visual's sake, but we don't really need 4. But maybe when we're fully loaded, we'll need 4. Uh-huh. Then the rest, I think we're just going to do... I'm going to need some vertical, some up, like this, because if I don't, we will fly off into space pretty easily. What do I need? Side to side? Let's throw those in between. Can we do... Let's see, we could go like 2 and then 2. Or we could... Maybe we should just do some flatmos on the side. I can't go... Well, I could... Yeah, I could stick them out if I put... Here, what if we do this? Because I think I do want a decent amount of maneuvering space here. So why don't we do square ones like this? And then I think I can stick the large ones to the sides of them, right?
Energy critical.
You can go away. That should give me... Actually, I don't want to do those there. I'm going to do them in the middle and take out these end ones, because that's where my little feet are going to go. I don't have little feet. That's it. All right, let's charge up. All right. Let's weld this thing up and see where we're at here. Oh, let's not weld that part up yet. What did I just grab? Okay. Let's see, I could probably put back what I've got and then grab what remains. Oh, I just realized what I've done. Will that be a problem? Maybe we don't need this many. Maybe the flatmos and then the 2 normal-sized ones will be enough. And actually, I think I'm going to use the sci-fi ones anyway, because they're flatter on the side, and I think those look a little bit nicer when you're doing this kind of thing, so we'll do these instead, like this. I guess I could stack them too, but that's probably enough side to side. I imagine that's enough. I do need some forward, though. Forward and backward. Something I had not considered. Backward is easy. We'll just put them up at the top here. We are going to want a good amount of braking thrust. This does not look pretty. That's okay. And we'll do the same thing on the back. Except I can't. What does this need? Steel plate. Alright, then maybe later, if we get around to it, we'll actually make this thing look nice with some armor, but for the time being, I'm not going to bother with the armor. We're just going to get everything welded up here. And then we can go do our plundering. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna look very, I'm not gonna say jank, but it's gonna look unfinished to a degree because I'm kind of rushing it. But anything else on there? Where did I don't know which other things I picked up here. Come on. My builds typically take function over form. Although, if I can have both, I will definitely try to lean toward both. Might want to get some spotlights on there too or something. I wonder how the miner's doing on its job over there. It's got a lot to do. I actually think this thing could look pretty cool with some armor. I just don't want to waste the time on it right now, but soon. And the reason I say that is because I don't think the miner's going to get done with what it's doing anytime soon. And so we're going to need to kill some time. So we'll probably just make this thing look nicer, and then I'll have a cargo ship that I can take out whenever I need to go pick up stuff. We could take it out for unknown signals. We could take it out when we need to salvage some random stuff that crashed. You know, all sorts of things we could use it for. Let's put this like this. Yes, it is sparking down there. No, that's not intended. Maybe I should have put it on here to cover the yellow. Yeah, let's do it. This looks weird. Let's put it there. That way, if we do armor around here, we can kind of armor around it a little bit around this way, and it won't look terrible. This will kind of look like it's supposed to be there. Let's see, am I going to need an antenna or anything? I don't think so. I am going to need some feet. So we're going to do like this. And I think I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Let's set its upper limit to 75. That's probably good. 80 would have been okay. So I want to go down 1, 2, 2. Then we're going to use the new landing gear that looks like it's got toes. Putting little booties on the thing. Maybe I should set these batteries to recharge. They are recharging, I think, but I want to make sure that they don't accidentally not recharge. I'd like to get going as quickly as possible here. We could also throw like a solar panel across the top too if we want to get some passive charging going while we're there. So I could be like loading stuff up and it could grab a little bit of charge off of it.
Energy low.
As long as we're up in the air, I might as well weld this up too. For symmetry, we could put a second one under there because it does kind of look, at the moment, it looks a little bit too anatomical. So I think I'm going to put a second one here just to make it a little more symmetric. And then we just know it'll always dock with the back one. But yeah, there we go. It looks a little bit better. We could probably later put some sort of a structure around so it kind of looks like it's holding it in place a little bit. But yeah, so there we go. That's kind of what I'm going for. What did I miss? Let's look at the old solars here. We could probably do some solar here. It does kind of look like a platypus. If I didn't have a ship already named Platypus, or a rover, was it the rover, the big platypus? Yeah, we could do it. Let's do some. Will it stick out? If I put that there, no, I think we will still fit through the roof, but just barely. Just barely. Okay, so if I wanted to do a solar, yeah, I think we'd just do like one solar panel on each side like this. Are my thrusters going to burn it? I don't think so. Can I, is that just the perfect size? I think so. The perfect size to cut across there. And then we'll get a little bit of solar power while we're parked out there. I think I can get through the roof still. Oh yeah, totally. It's possible that
Energy critical.
I don't have solar cells. So we're going to have to build some. Where are you, solar cell? There you are. Make me like a whole bunch of them, and then we got to go in the next room and tell Goat that it needs to keep those in stock. We're going to leave the goat. Did I put that in this room? I can't remember where I left the goat. Oh, it's, wait, hold on. I remember. I remember where it is. Just had a bit of a moment. Just had a bit of a moment here. It's down here. It's over here. Here we go. Alright, solar. Solar cells. How many should we keep? Like, let's say 200. Anything else we should do while we're in here? Anything else we're not stocking up on? Rifle magazines? I don't ever use that type of rifle, so we'll be okay. Gravity components, don't care. Oh, superconductors. Do we need superconductors for anything? Do I have gold? I don't know that I can afford to have superconductors. Oh yeah, we got tons of gold. That's right. We have everything. We have way too much of everything. I had forgot. And we don't have enough refineries to ever get through all of it. So yes, we will add superconductors to the list. And we will make like 200. That sounds good. Yeah, that's right. We used superconductors to build those things, the yield modules. Why didn't I add them to the list? I wonder, out loud. Kelp crisps don't care, ramen don't care. Ingots, I don't even know why this is a thing. You just always give me as many ingots as you possibly can. That, I think, is good. Okay. Good, excuse me. Sorry. Back out we go. Ow. Okay. I like this thing. Looks pretty good. Well, we will call it Perry. I like that. Perry's green, right? Maybe we'll make it green. What color is Perry's hat? Is it brown? I have not watched that show, really, to know. I kind of want to put something right here, but I don't know what. Okay. Alright. Let's... Nice. It's charging fast. Let's reverse this. Nope, other way. Other way. This way. There we go. It could have been bad. Why'd we stop? Why did we stop? Did we just break something? Oh, we're going the wrong... No. Oh. Because I set the wrong limit. That's why. Let's set our limit back to 90. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're going to... Let's not lock you yet, although the landing gear is locked now. Let's cut you loose. And now we'll lock you. There we go. Now you're still charging. Take all this down. Oh, I could have put like a... what do you call it? A event controller to control all the stuff, but that's okay. We won't worry about it for now.
Meteors inbound.
Oh, I swear, if a meteor hits. Alright, info. Perry. Just called Perry. And everything here is going to get a... how bad is it? Not bad. They better not hit my, my stronghold. Alright, cockpit. This is going to be PE. Is going to be our... will those 2 cargo containers be enough? I'm not going to bring home the entire stronghold, but if I got to make 2 trips, I'm not too worried about it. So, no, I don't think they will be enough. But also, I mean, you saw how many ingots and stuff were in the ship already, like, or in the base. You know, I don't really need anything from there. I feel bad leaving things there. You know, I want to go get stuff out of it and then let it despawn, or more realistically, probably admin delete it. I don't know. Let's see. Connector 2 is going to be the rear one. And you can go, nope, I need you there. Keep you there. Don't need you there. Oh, my doors. Hang on. I can't remember what I actually called the basement. Was it the production basement or something? I don't remember. Oh, lights. I should put lights on it. You guys not used to my... Are you not used to my, my music yet, Kaz? Landing gear. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Landing gear. Nope. Landing gear. And I don't want to auto-lock. Cargo. And that would go out of there. We're almost done. Cockpit, we got batteries. Anything else? I think that's it. Where's this passenger seat at? I don't know. Alright, let's throw some lights on this thing, and then we'll be good to go. Let me grab some. Why do I have so much stuff on me? There we go. Let's see, we're going to need just a lot of construction components, and I can put all this back. Oh, are we full? Components is full. How about this one? Alright, give me a whole bunch of construction components, and we're going to put them... I put the cargoes on upside down. I put the cargoes on upside down. You know what that means? Man, we gotta find something to cover that up. Yeah, this is fine. Wait. What? Did I not get that? Can I not put them there? Why can't I put that there? Really? Oh. Kind of surprising. Okay, there it is then. Gonna go there. Just the rear lights. We'll do... maybe we'll just do... Bothers me when they're the wrong way. Put some of these on the things here. And then we're going to just put normal old spotlight. I was going to put it there, but I think it would actually make more sense to put it like here. Oh, and I need steel plate. I wonder if it would make sense to have like downward facing. Yeah, let's do them up here. Yeah, I wonder if it would make sense to have some downward facing spotlights for landing. You know, I was just thinking, in the newsletter today, they also showed off the area welding. And that looks very cool. The area welding looks very cool. Okay, I'm taking a drink of water. I'm getting thirsty. So, I'll give the whole spiel this time. If you are watching the stream and you are enjoying it in real life, please consider hitting the like button to indicate that you did indeed like the stream. And if you would like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. Thank you. I think there's a spider out there trying to subscribe to me. Nope, never mind. Okay, so we got forward-facing spotlight. We got lights all around. Let's see. Why do I have the same color all over the place? That's very dusty. Not bad, though. Not bad. Let's pick a different armor for this thing. Definitely not that. What if we do the sci-fi armor, since it is a sci-fi-esque ship? We'll do the sci-fi armor there, and then to do kind of like the... to kind of get the hat kind of deal, we'll just do this. And I'm going to do the legs like this too. There we go. And then I think our solar panels are going to be blue, just because solar panels feel like they should be blue. Alright, that's pretty ugly. I like it. We're going to go with that. Let's, blueprint Perry. Okay. Alright, let's take her for a test drive. And by test drive, I mean, let's go get that stronghold. We do need to set up the... oh, you know what? I got to make sure I have enough oxygen. I have 1 oxygen. That's probably okay. I should probably bring another... I should maybe just load up this cockpit with stuff. But first, let's see what we're going to do here. So we're going to want to switch lock on that. We're going to want to do enable auto. We're going to want to turn the thrusters on off. We're going to want... I'm going to want light control at some point, but I'm also going to want the power. Where's power? Increase power, decrease power, and then these are just going to be switch lock. No. Nah, I think it's got to be lock and unlock, because otherwise it's going to be lock. No, I want lock and unlock. Like that. Okay, good. And it looks like the miner is coming back. Oh, you're just staring at me. It's creepy. He's dumping a load over there. Okay, so. Didn't I make the cockpit? Wait a second. Didn't I make the cockpit? Open my head. The cockpit is brown, yes? But when I get inside the cockpit, it is green. We're all seeing this, right? We're seeing this correctly. The cockpit is green. And when I get out, the cockpit is brown. It is not green on the inside. I don't think I've ever seen that bug before. That's kind of funny. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be green on the inside. Like a platypus. So I think we're good to go then. I'm getting solar damage from this thing. I am going to eat my banana loaf, which is... I don't know what the fill value is, so I guess we're going to find out. Looks like it's good enough for this. Let's get... What do I have in terms of bottles sitting around? None. Okay. In that case, make me... Let's just do one more of... let's do 2 more of each. And then we'll... get them filled up, and I'll just keep them in the cockpit in case I need them. I don't know if... I don't remember if Goat auto-fills things, so... Let's grab them and find an O2 gen that's got space. And is on. You're not on? It's probably not on. Titans O2 is off. On. 1 bottle. 1 full bottle. Okay, let me leave it on. I think we're going to be... Okay, but now where did my bottles go? There we go. Alright, then we can turn it back off. I don't want to burn through all my ice just yet. I guess that completely filled me up food-wise, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's dump that in there. And then I'll dump out the rest of my inventory, and we'll go take a little ride. So, actually real quick, there's one last thing we need to do, which is get these lights renamed. So let's grab all of them, including the offset lights. We'll just rename them light. And then our 2 spotlights will become, you guessed it, wait, I can't see. Spotlight. And those, with these, will be the lights. I think we'll leave these as is. And these guys, we will crank the radius to 10. Crank the intensity down. And I'm thinking we'll do kind of this color. Actually, that's not bad. We'll go with that. Alright. And then we can just take our light group, which is this one, and we'll put it right where I left it, right there. Alright, batteries are charged to 100%. Thrusters are all on. Batteries to auto. Unlocked. There we go. Oh! Okay, I'm glad we didn't hit the ceiling on that, because that was the connector kicking in. Alright, so we definitely have way more thrust than we need at the moment. I'm guessing... Actually, the gyros aren't bad. Okay. We've got 7 hours of flight. The pirate stronghold is 5K away. Let's head out. Yeah, this thing is quite silly, and I like it. What is this thing? Is this something we could salvage along the way here? Oh, you know what we're probably going to find is a bunch of tater tot parts. What is this? That looks like a tater tot part. Let's salvage it. Going the wrong way. I'm just going to do a little kind of cleanup here for a bit. Yep. Oh, that's an entire tater tot. Yep. Let's grind it down. This is the... I know exactly which tater tot this is. This is the dumb one. When we first launch, if you watch the short that kind of summarizes the attack, at the very beginning, one of the tater tots smacks into another one and destroys itself, and this would be that tater tot. It's like, as we're leaving, they all take off, and I'm like, are they going to hit each other? And then one of them, no, I didn't think they were, and then one of them does. So this has got ammo in it and everything, but... This is why I mean we might have a couple of trips here, because we're probably going to run into a couple of tater tots. There's a lot of debris over at the stronghold, too, from where all of the ships were destroyed. My fully loaded baked potato is like a pile of scrap. Oh, you know what I might have wanted to do? Is bring a gun for when the spiders attack. Because none of the weapons over there are functional. Although I could make them functional. I don't know if there's any ammo left over there. But yeah, I didn't bring a weapon. Oops. Close. There we go. I don't think trash collection is on. Let's find out if trash collection is on. 'Cause I don't remember. Yeah, it's... Oh, wait. Enable with disable as the tooltip. I'm pretty sure that means trash collection is turned off. I think I did that because there was stuff sitting around that I wanted to have the time to collect. There's 2 boulders pretty close there. Oh, this also, you know, it also means that we can finally go to some of these beacons. That one's up in space. Oh, look at all these different signals that we're locking onto here. These are all... Oh, that was red for a second. Yeah, these are all probably the broken drones. The broken tater tots sitting around. Yep. Oh, there's a lot of debris out here. I think this is my fully loaded baked potato. I think. Let me hop out for a second. Yeah, this is my fully loaded baked potato. It's still making noise. Yeah, that's my baked potato. So it did not have a great time. We'll come back to that. Let's focus on the stronghold, and we can always come back here and get rid of everything else later. So here's our stronghold. So let's see, can I land on top of it? I guess I can, but that's going to be kind of difficult. We could repair the landing pad here, but I think it might be better to just land like right over here. And we'll spin this around. Pirate vulture, that could be a bad thing. Let's lock to the ground here. Let's see. I wonder how quickly we could, like, repair this cannon. Just in case. Like, how bad is it? We would need large steel tubes. We would need motors, computers. Probably get a lot of that from around here, huh? How do these things not have computers? What about you? You've got computers and large steel tubes. Okay. Oh, flare gun. Flare mag. What do you need? You're not looking too bad. That vulture is not coming this way, is it? Where'd he go? No, he's leaving, so. No, this thing. Yeah, alright, fine. We won't get that up and running. Alright, what do we need to look for here? What do we got? That's an inset light. Let's just go inside. And that's up. How do you get inside this thing? Probably want to take these things, get the ammo out. I'm going to have to repair all these things, huh? Alright, fine. Alright, let's raid all of this stuff. Here we go, here's some ammo. Here is artillery shells, which I can't even carry all of them. Yep. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of nickel. I don't need nickel. I really don't. Take this cobalt, though. Oh, I'm not going to be able to carry all this. Let's see. What can we do? Maybe I could bring the ship, like, dock the ship. I really think I need to fix this platform a little bit. Just flatten this up and dock the ship up here. This shouldn't be too bad. I need steel plate. Boy, if only there was some place that had steel plate around here. Now I've got this. Talk to you later, Game Dork. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, just trying to flatten this out a little bit here. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. We'll just land up here. Uh-oh. What's that? There's still an enemy signal it's trying to lock onto. There must be... Well, it's probably just things that I never carried over to my own ownership. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Okay, there we go. That will make this a little bit... Oh, jeez. That will make this a little bit easier. Alright, so we'll come back for that. We don't need that material at all. So we'll come back for that. Nothing in there. Did I look in here? I looked in there. Take all that. Let's see. There's a bunch of stuff that I can't carry. This is a pretty decent haul at this place, too. For the amount of resources that it took me to defeat this place, kind of glad that there was a lot of loot. I should really put down half of my stuff. Wait, I did bring a gun. Why did I think I didn't bring a gun? Oh, weird. Weird, I'm just dumb. Let's put these flare guns in there. And the rifle. That goes to that. Yeah, okay, good. So we're good there. At least it's raining. So I'm not taking solar damage. Alright, what's up in this container? Access denied. Can I see what's in it? What's in the cargo? Maybe nothing, or maybe I can't see it. Okay, the assault cannon's got rounds in it. There's some platinum here in the narrow stowage quarters. Oh, credits. We gotta get the credits out of the bed. And there's a data pad in there. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to look for still. Let's see if we can break into this and see. Okay, that just has more assault cannon shells. I guess we'll take them. Well, let's go find that platinum before we run out of space. There was a hallway. There was a hallway. A thin hallway somewhere. There it is. Right in here. Alright. Then, if we can find... Is there really just... There's just wall on the other side. Rusty wall. The couch is damaged. Oh no, I can't sit because the couch is damaged. That makes sense, I guess. Alright, so I need to find... exactly the components of this. Ah, there we go. Now I can get that flare gun out of here. Wait, oh, that's in the armory. There's nothing in this couch. There's the armory, though. Here's a bed that has a data pad in it, which we will read in a moment. Nothing in there. Bed is damaged. Not anymore. There's my money. Anything back here? This is the bathroom shower thing. Anything on the toilet? Bathroom is damaged. I ain't sitting on that. What's in this data pad? If I find a new mineral, I'll be loaded. See, the money isn't in the stuff itself, but to sell the naming rights to the new material. I'd be rich. I swear, if you guys come up in here, I am going to be upset. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm really stuck. Oh, there we go. Hello, spiders. Where are you at? Oh, there's a tater tot. Yeah, I'm going to leave them alone. I'm pretty sure they cannot bother me. So. Alright, what other... Oops. What other bits do we want to try to get? Ah, ha, ha, ha. There we go. What is in this one? Nothing. Couch is damaged. More money in the inset bed. Oh, that's kind of a cool idea. Put that behind the couch. Anything in here? Anything else in here? So we can get that out of the cannon. Then there's a bookshelf somewhere where they're keeping a bunch of components. Ooh, the kitchen has grain. Did I have grain at home? I don't remember if I had grain at home. Okay, we gotta find the kitchen. The kitchen. Is the kitchen? Yes. And there's a meal pack. What's in here? There's our bookshelf. Beautiful. And we're gonna go dump all this in the ship. Alright, let's get the stuff out of this. Do we just need... Oh no, we need... If I wanted to turn this back on, and I don't think that I do.
Inventory full.
Yeah, okay. Don't you fall all the way away. Oops. Whoa, hey, now come on. Okay. Oh, so that thing wasn't even piped up. The connector underneath it got destroyed. That's interesting. Yes, I see. Alright, where you be? Oh, of course. Food. Goodbye. Alright, what impossible components did I not just... There we go. Okay. Beacon over there. Do these things have anything useful in them? Not really. Just steel plate. This is all steel plate. Is there still a spider? We all heard a spider, right? Is he stuck in the wall somewhere? Oh, hello. You are stuck in the wall. Ah, you're gonna jump out and scare me, aren't you? Oh, shoot. Shoot is what I shall do to you. Okay. Unknown signal. That's kind of close. Let's see. For a second, I thought that was a shield dome of something, but that's a planet. Okay, we got that. Then at the end, we're just going to start stripping down the parts of anything we find that looks useful. Let's see. What's down in here? Did I go in here? Oh, yeah. This is like the... Yeah. Desk is damaged. Okay, I need a I want to look at the inventory of the base again. I don't think I need to worry about power kits. Oh, there's a weapons rack somewhere. Where's that weapons rack? Can I see? Nah, I probably can't turn it on. Okay. Let's go looking for a weapons rack somewhere that we haven't seen yet. That's that bookshelf, right? Yeah. This place has got a pretty cool design to it. It's not this one. I took stuff out of that one. Took that out of there. Got this room. Wasn't that? What's on the other side of this? The outside. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright. So the armory isn't there. Presumably they wouldn't put it in an inaccessible location. That's an event controller. It kind of worries me that that's there. Yeah, I guess then if I can't find it, or if it's... Oh, you know what? It might be... Why is it telling me there's a proficient grinder sitting here? Oh, wait. No, it's not. That's just what I'm holding in my hand, isn't it? Is it? I'm stuck. Oh, my. I'm stuck. Just wanna... Oh.
Inventory full.
Yeah.
Inventory full.
I'll be back. Okay. Why is it saying... Is there a proficient grinder just sitting around somewhere that it's not... I don't... Oh, no, I don't want to get on the ladder. I want this... Okay, fine. I think I may have found a hidden passage that I had not looked in before. Oh! Oh! I didn't know this was here. At least it's not damaged. That would have been bad. A little bit of uranium. And we're going to take this whole reactor with us.
Inventory full.
I'm just going to have to figure out...
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out the best way out of here.
Inventory full.
That was not the best way out of here. Alright, where did I just come from? Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Where's that reactor at? Right here. Okay, and then there's a timer block. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Cool. Oh, and there's another crawl space to nowhere. Okay. Battery. Yeah, I think we'll depower this place before we leave, and then it'll... I don't know. It's probably not going to get garbage collected. I'll probably just admin delete it, but to save some space. Okay.
Inventory full.
I think we're going to load the ship up with as much cobalt. Which one of these had cobalt in it? Was it this? Did I somehow take all the cobalt? Oh, we never found that weapons rack. What had the... Let's see, that's a single block. I'm not going crazy, right? This had cobalt in it at some point, right? There was cobalt and nickel in here? I didn't take all that. Right. No, I did not. We haven't even filled up one cargo container all the way. So, might as well grab some more stuff. Okay, I'm going to grind these down and see if a giant thing pops out. Yeah, what the heck? Okay. Weird. Maybe because... Well, no, why would I have been able to see it before and not now? I don't know and I don't care. This is fine. I'm just glad that it is a... Oh, there's even more nickel. I'm glad that we've got these containers now, because this would have been a pain if it, like, expanded into a giant ball of nickel and probably killed me. Almost done. I don't need this nickel at all. We have so much nickel back at the base, but we are going to be needing cobalt. Actually, no, we might not even need cobalt. But I don't care. It's free. Free stuff. All right. See, there's an oxygen tank that is off. I don't think we need oxygen. Oh, a button. Okay, what do we think this button does? Like summon something?
Energy
Small
flow.
gate, open, close. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, I'm going to make one more pass after I charge up here for a second. I'm going to make one more pass through the base looking for that weapons container. And then we'll leave the rest of this because it's mostly junk that I don't need at this point. So, let's get rid of this. I don't want everybody to know it was a pirate base. It's not... It wouldn't be... Let's see, that was to go up. And that's just takes you up to the gun thing here. This was a pretty cool base when it was intact. I guess I could salvage some of the... I could salvage some of the tater tots that are around here. Yeah, I don't know where that last thing is. I guess I don't really need the ammo, so it's not that big of a deal. But... broadcast controller, let's get rid of that. Just in case, you know? I mean, this thing's all pretty much shut down, but you never know. Corridor, bed, toilet, shower. Proficient grinder. Yeah, I don't know where the last thing is, and now it's like hailing or something out there, so. Alright, yeah, let's go. As long as it's not sunny, let's go and pick up some bits of tater tot. I don't want that technology falling into the wrong hands, you know. I feel like it's got to be around this area somewhere, but... Ah, I've been struck by a chunk of ice. That's going to be fun. That hurt. That hurt real bad. Okay, maybe I don't want to go salvage the thing right now. Is this it? Oh, I found it. It's right here. Cool. Alright then. Yeah. So we're going to shut you down. And I'm going to try not to get hit by a chunk of ice again. But I want to see, do we have any ammo that's going to come out of these? I'm always in the habit, I can't even stop myself. I'm always in the habit of hitting escape to get out of a menu and forgetting that it's going to close itself when the container is emptied. I want to say this was one of the last tater tots that we used. We can get a whole bunch of bits back here. I'm not going to grind down the whole thing, but we'll recover a little bit. Alright. Let's see. These craters are out. I'm at 80% health now. Excuse me. I think I might call this one done because I don't want to get struck by debris again. So I don't think there was anything to collect really over by the fully loaded. Let's fly over by whatever this signal is and just see if this is anything. Yeah, it's a good thing we put the extra thrusters on because it is a little sluggish now. So this is just some scrap. We could go hit that unknown signal. Why don't we go do that? And I could also stop and close the doors on the back of the ship while I'm doing that. Some cratering over here, maybe? Yeah, I guess this must have... I actually don't know what that is. It's not in the path that I would have taken to get here, so I don't know what all these... I wonder if this was just, oh, we're really taking a long time to slow down. That, if I go look over there, that might give me a hint of what's going on over here. But this might have been where part of the battle took place. Where's my unknown signal? There it is. At least it's not damaging. I'm watching those little flames popping through my solar panels there. Oh, jeez. Okay, we gotta hurry this up here. All I want to know is if I got a new kind of seed. Grain again. We did not need grain again. I'm going to leave you there. Is that everything? Get all this in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we are going to go and just look at what is this over here. See if we can figure out what caused this damage over here. I assume this was just part of the battle and it was kind of far away. But it could have been where one of their drones came down. No, that's friendly. That looks like a tater tot. That's not... Let's not break everything here. That is definitely part of a tater tot. Alright. Yep. So that there must have been dogfighting going on. The tater tots... So what was cool was that the tater tots did... Like, there were enemy drones here, and they did peel them off. And fly all around fighting them, so... Like, that part worked. It just took longer than we'd hoped. Is that something up ahead, or is that a rock? That looks like a boulder. Alright. Let's see. We got 2 hours of power. We got not a lot of light left. Yeah, I'm not going to clean this all up. Well, there goes my unknown signal. Alright, that's a stronghold. Which way is home? Home is this way. You know, we might have... Yeah, we might have gone... We might have gone this way. I don't know. Let's head back. Get out of this ice storm and heal up and drop off the spoils. And then maybe we will put a little armor on this thing just to kind of make it look nice, you know. Since we got a little bit of time left and I don't want to start a new thing. Still think it's weird that the inside of the cockpit is green and the outside is brown. But what can you do? You know, now that I see it, the sun does not go behind the planet, which means solar towers would be a good idea to do next time I get around to making more. Yeah, we're not going to stop in time. This way? Thank you. Alright. This is going to be a little bit dicey here. So, luckily, I do think we stopped moving downwards pretty quickly, so not terribly worried about that, but welcome back, Ire. So you're working on a Slave 1 today, huh? For the scenario. We just went and raided the pirate stronghold and have come back with all the spoils. And where's the thing at? There it is. And block, charge, no. What happened to the batteries? We need to be recharge on off. That's it. There we go. All right, lights off too. Sweet. There we go. So we are back. That's awesome. So is it, does it actually like change orientation, or do you have to dock, like when you land, you have to just kind of fly it weird? I assume you've done something cool because it says, you said it feels amazing. Oh, we need to close this door so I don't get hit by ice. We need to close all the doors. There we go. Now we won't get hurt. Nice. That is awesome. Okay, so now that we're back, and it is still hailing outside, I want to check on, first off, I want to update Farmhand on here to make sure I'm using the latest, so if there's a bug, I will maybe discover it while we're playing. So I want the Farmhand version from Steam. There we go. Okay. Nothing else should really change, in theory, here. We weren't seeing the bug here, so. Alright, what I did want to check while I was in here, oh, and the weather's done, is, what? Why do I have all this stuff? Because the thing I was salvaging, of course. I wanted to look at our food and see what we've got in terms of seeds now. So we have mushroom spores. We have wheat. I think we already had wheat though, didn't we? Or grain rather. We have potatoes, which means, yeah, we have vodka, which means I could make more vodka. Is money a consumable? Is that why these are getting stuffed in here? I guess it is. Yeah, so we still need vegetables. I just need to find vegetables. I should maybe make an ATM, too, to stuff these space credits into. Then maybe we could do some, we could do like a mission or something. When 209 comes out, I'm definitely interested in doing some missions in this save. So, doing some contracts. One of the things that I was thinking was potentially leaving this moon for a bit and doing some stuff in space with the Titan. And maybe doing some contracts or going to a different planet for a bit or something like that. But, this is a solid home base for us. So we could always come back here. And pretty soon the Titan is going to have its own docking area. So, but yeah, when 209 comes out, I definitely want to go try out some of the new contracts and stuff. Probably not the combat ones. The Titan has weapons. I'm not sure how well it would actually do in a fight. Like, it has some heavy armor, but not a lot. But yeah, a scrapyard run with the new economy stuff, that does sound fun. I did a scrapyard-esque run before there were like scrapyard mods, like many years ago, where I just kind of constrained myself without any sort of mod to force it, but like constrained myself to be like, I'm only going to salvage things, basically. Like, I turned off, all I did was like basically turn off the ability to mine voxels, which ended up being a bad idea because I really wanted to like dig through the ground from time to time. But so what I did though, but this was really fun. So I put in one of Super Happy Aliens MES mods that spawn in like really huge ships, and I had like weapon core, so they all had ridiculously stupid weapons on them, and then set the spawn rate so that there could be up to like 15 at a time, and that they would spawn fairly frequently. And then I just made myself friendly with all of the factions. And so what would happen is they would spawn in and fight each other and leave massive wrecks all over the place. And then I would build like salvaging vehicles and go out to the wrecks. And the thing is that as you salvage them, you lose reputation with them, and then eventually they come after you, right? Like, I made myself friendly with the factions to begin with so that they wouldn't all just blow me up. But, like, you salvage things and use the salvage to prepare yourself, because eventually they'll, like, essentially notice you're salvaging and come after you. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun to do it that way, because they did... Some of the ships that would spawn in were absolutely massive, like skyscraper size. Like, well, not skyscraper, but they were like 4 floors tall, let's say, which is not a skyscraper, I realize. But anyway, just a lot of fun stuff. So sometimes you get good, you get really good loot, but you would also, once one of those factions was mad at you, you had to be really ready for a fight, because they could, with the weapon core weapons, they could really do a lot of damage. And so that's usually where I tend to lose. Once one of the factions got mad at me, then it was like just a fight to the death, and I would be the one who was getting the death. So, ooh, we're 69% done. Oh, that's not done. Hold on. That's just full. How done are we? This thing has no controls. What about this one? That one has controls. No. Can I not see? Oh, there we go. 50.1%. So it's half done digging the hole. That's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Maybe I will let it run for a while one of these days. But anyway, we got about 30-ish minutes left. Let's take Perry here and make him look a little bit nicer, and maybe add a little more thrust in the forward and backward direction, because we were a little bit lacking. But yeah, let's make it look a little bit nicer. Maybe it would be good to... Let's see, what would be the ideal way to do this here? If we did... I mean, I could just pile on more thrusters, but I don't really want to do that. We could do a... We could maybe do some flatmos on the front and back of the legs, and then this would just give us a little bit more. Why don't we look into that? Who's got... I can pull stuff through you, right? Let's get me my Atmos again. It just needs like a little bit more, just a smidge more thrust. I don't think it has to be huge. We could even do... We could do them like this. We could do them like this. I guess we could also... No, I can't fit them on the back because that's the way. Could fit one on the back of each leg, but I'm not gonna. So that'll work like that. We could also do some sticking out the side here, but I feel like that's gonna look worse.
Meteors inbound.
Or maybe if we put it like up here. That I think that's gonna look worse. Well, actually, maybe if we did... Oops, whoa, sorry. Maybe if we went like this. That sounded really close, didn't it? And I didn't hear any shooting. I don't see where they're... Oh well. Oh well. And then we throw the thrusters on the ends of those. Like that. And it'll kind of break up the thruster look a little bit, you know? Something like that. I mean, I guess we could even, if we're going to go that route, we could do something like... where this thing? Do something like this. And then do the same thing there. Let me throw this around before I lose it. And then we'll do the same thing there. And then like the big thrusters are kind of enclosed in the little thrusters. Know what I mean? Then that gives me a little bit more, not a whole lot more thrust, but a little bit more in each direction, just for that little bit of extra stopping. I think that'll look okay when we weld that up. Then we'll throw a little bit more armor on it in some places. Like, for example, to kind of fill in between here. Now, what do we want to do? I did want to put in a event controller to help with docking. I could put in one also to help with, like, cargo status if we wanted to have, like, maybe a light on the back that lights up when the cargoes are getting full. I think we will do that. I think I put this in upside down, but I don't care. So we'll have one for docking and one for cargo. And then we'll weld all this stuff up here. We'll just throw a little light somewhere on the back. Or maybe a LCD or something. Or maybe these lights, because we can control color now. Maybe these lights will like turn red when it's full and turn back to white when it is not full. I think that could be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I didn't even mean to weld that up. And now I have. I bet you that's... Oh, yeah, that went a lot further than I expected. So now the question is going to be, do I want to kind of continue that pattern? I was going to just put armor in between these, but now I'm wondering if I shouldn't continue this, like, rounded pattern through. Yeah, actually, that might look kind of cool. If we just did... what do we need here? Interior plate? Unknown signal again. One of these days I'm going to get the vegetables. Maybe the play is go to a planet that has vegetables growing. You know? Maybe that's a good... Oh, you know, maybe I should put like a antenna on here. Or a beacon. Let's do an antenna. Because then I can remote into it if I ever need to. We'll just bury it. Like this. Oh, that's true. I can do it off to the side, too. We have more space up in here if we need it. I think I'm going to run out of... Oh, I thought I was going to run out of construction components, but I did not. I did not. Yeah. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Ire, if you're still there, have you ever seen this bug where the cockpit is... It was originally green. I painted the entire grid green all at once. Painted the cockpit brown, but when you get in, the inside is still green. I don't know if you've ever seen that bug before. That's a new one for me. Anyway. Let's see. What else? Oh, I got more thrusters to do. I wonder when they broke painting. What other painting issues have you had? Alright, I think between those leg ones and these top ones, we ought to be pretty solid for braking and acceleration. Side to side didn't seem like it was an issue. Up is only needed because there's like barely any gravity here. I did want to do something underneath to kind of make these things feel a little bit more like they're supposed to be here and not as if they're like hanging off the bottom, so that'll be the next thing. You would change your paint color and then try and paint with a new color, but it would just use a completely different color. That is weird. I assume that's on the server. I wonder if that's a server thing or if that's a general thing. Let's see. I kind of want to lift this thing up in the air to work on it. There goes the miner again. Yeah, let's fly this thing a little bit, just so I can get underneath. Let's see. Then maybe we'll program up the. Let's see. Do I want to do this or do I want to do? Let's see. I want something that covers up these yellow things. Maybe on the back I'll do. Yeah, we'll do this because I do want to cover them up. I was thinking of doing the beams, but I'm going to do this instead. And then probably this. Let's see, we could go... Do I want to cover this whole bottom thing? I don't think I want to. Don't think I care that much. Then on the side here, I'm just going to do these things, but I'm going to do them in the brown color. Nope, not what I meant to do. No? Yes, there we go. I'm excited for your Star Wars themed run. So for those of you who don't know, Ire has a members-only Discord going on right now where people are building Star Wars themed ships from scratch, no blueprints, from scratch, and then they're going to do a Never Surrender scenario with them. Is that correct? Did I get that correct? Ooh, I wonder if I should do the bottom part in brown. Oh, this one's the community-wide one. That's right. Okay. Open to anybody. Go on the Discord and get the details if you're interested in joining. I'm thinking maybe I don't want this to be brown. Yeah, I think that's going to kind of ruin the vibe. Keep this as is. What is my go-to Star Wars small fighter? I honestly cannot say that I have ever considered what would be my go-to small fighter. I like the design of the V-Wing. I'd probably say, honestly, because I'm usually I'm more of like a strategic type person, so I would say probably like a Y-Wing. There we go. Just a little something to make that look like it's actually supposed to be there. Maybe I'll do a similar thing. Maybe we'll just do like just like that in between there. Give that a little something. Don't want to go crazy with the armor because it's not really supposed to be armored, but I do want it to have a little bit of shape to it, you know. I don't want it to look like I threw it together on a stream randomly. And I would like to cover up the fact that the control panels are upside down, but we're just never going to talk about that ever again. A medical shuttle is in distress, but it's in space. Could it maybe crash on me? That would be kind of nice. I don't even know what the Quasar Fire Carrier is. What is that from? I have not seen all of the latest Star Wars. Was it from Rebels? I mean, I've definitely seen Rebels. That's like my favorite Star Wars. I don't remember what that ship is, though. I'm going to have to Google it later on. You know what? Oops. What did I just do? This one. I want that one. We're just going to do that and then put this big one down here. And then that will satisfy me, I think. That doesn't even cover all the yellow. You jerks. Did that not? What is happening here? Oh, yeah, duh. We're not plugged into anything anymore. I am a silly. Okay. That looks better except for the fact that you can see the stuff there. Do I care? How badly do I care? Not really, but I think I'm going to do something like this. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think that looks decent. Looks decent. Let's not blueprint it yet. We're gonna... I got 5 hours of hover. Let's go through and fix all this stuff that I just created. This is Perry Atmo thruster. And then they all need to be added to this group. Oh, the giant Dorito ship with the hangar. Oh, that's why you guys were making saying Dorito weird things on the Discord. Now it all makes sense. Let's see. We're going to name this the EC in honor of what's-his-face. And then this will be for, what did we say this was? Cargo. Oh, okay. It's getting late and I can't type. We don't need that there. Don't need that there. And let's see. Let's cut this down to like 500. I don't really need it to be huge. Don't want to use up all the power. Access panel doesn't need to be there at all. Probably don't need to see you either. Okay, cool. And the sun is going down. So let's throw the antenna here. Let's see. So if we go into the docking, the N1 Naboo fighter, the N1 is my favorite, probably one of my favorite ships to come out of the prequel trilogy. You're 100% right. It is a very cool looking ship. It's like, it looks fast and it looks fast and it looks sleek and it actually, packs a punch. So I do like it. I do like some of the Jedi fighters. Like, I like the idea that the Jedi fighters had like hyperspace rings, and I just imagine like how many times like a Jedi went into battle and then like, got blown up and there's just like these hyperspace rings just like littering the galaxy. Yeah. Maybe somebody else comes by and cleans them up or something. What was I doing? It was cargo filled. That's right. I'm going to say cargo being, let's say 90% full. Then I did not make I want all of them because they're all going to try and get full. I didn't make a light. Oh no, I did. We're going to use these lights. And what color did we make them? 125, 215. Okay. So select actions. We want the I want to make a separate group for them. These two lights are going to be the rear lights. So when they are... Oh, was I looking at the docking one? Yeah, okay. Supposed to be this one. We will fix that, of course. So throw all that in there. I guess I could just rename them. Too late now. Okay. So we want the rear lights, when true, to change to set color, and we'll do something like that. You got it, Crimson. That's it. And then when it's off, it should return to... What did I say it was? 215. Was it 125? No, it's definitely not it. Okay. Sure. I'm going to have to check it because I already forgot. 125, 215. I just had them backwards. I should have just tried that. 125, 215. 125, 215. And it's raining again. Okay. 125, 215. Confirm. Light sky blue. Awesome. Alright, then we can go back to the other one. And this one is going to be connector lock, unlock. And we're only going to do the rear one. Because I'm never going to dock with the front one. At least not for, like, charging purposes. So when this rear connector is locked or unlocked, then we are going to do a couple of things. So when it unlocks, sorry, when it's connected, recharge on, recharge off. Thrusters on, off. What else? I don't care about the landing gear. Let's say all of the lights are on and off. And the spiders are using up all my ammo again. There they go. I think they're dead. Nope, they're not. Now they are. Did it go? Did it jump up in the air? So the thing is, I think I've explained this, but what happens is, if I'm flying or in a cockpit, the spiders will spawn, but they won't come out of the ground. But the turrets will still target them and shoot at the ground. So they're just wasting all the ammo. Not that we don't have a ton of magnesium at this point, but all right. Was there anything else I needed to do in the docking controller? I don't think so. I don't have any other blocks on this thing, so I think that's it. All right, let's dock it up and see. Oh, you know what? Let's take a new blueprint of it. Let's go far enough away that the thing doesn't kick in. Blueprint. And lock. The thrusters did not turn off. I have the thrusters backwards. Yep, I have the I remember doing it, and now I realize I remember doing it backwards. So when it's connected, they are off. And when it is disconnected, this is the antenna. Antenna should be off. And then when it's disconnected, antenna on. Did I do any other ones backwards? When connected... Oh, yeah, I did. I did them all backwards. So when connected, lights off. When disconnected, lights on. When connected, thrusters off. When disconnected, thrusters on. Okay. When connected, recharge on, recharge off. Okay, that part is correct. So now we should be able to say connect, and we're good. Disconnect, everything's on. Bring it down, connect, we're good. Cool. Ship complete. We now have the ability to go and fetch cargo whenever we need it. Maybe I should get a button to automatically close that. So now we're awesome. I'm feeling pretty good about this. We've got it's not a huge ship, but it's a nice little ship. We can go get cargo with it whenever we need to. The stronghold has been fully looted, so we're good there. We could probably get rid of that thing there. I'll off stream, as a, behind the scenes. I'm just going to admin delete the stronghold and all of the debris over there because I don't have garbage collection turned on because there was stuff that I didn't want it to delete before I could have a chance to go and get it. So periodically I go through and just delete all of the random trash that's sitting around, but from various different like drones that have smashed into stuff. But we recovered several tater tot drones, or at least the carcasses of them, including the almost entirely intact tater tot that when we first took off smashed into another one and then died. Like he just, if you go watch the stream, you'll see you can hear him hit something, and then you turn around and there's just one tater tot falling out of the sky, and then the other 6 of them followed me into battle. And it seemed like from the craters and how far away they were from the thing, it seems like they were able to keep the enemy drones. They kind of took them pretty far away from the base, from the stronghold, which was very cool. So the tater tots definitely worked out. I appreciate that. So I think that's going to be it for the stream today. Next time on Titan, we're going to start. It's going to take a while for the what's his face over there, the go-getter, to finish digging the hole that we're going to be building in. But we will start building the hallway. So I want to have like a corridor that's making its way out to that area. So we'll start doing that. We'll figure out how we're going to get down into the corridor. I have no idea how we're going to do it. And then along the corridor, we can then build like some solar towers, and probably some defenses as well. Just a couple of little, just like this little turret in front of us here, a couple of little outcroppings of defensive turrets. And then we'll be able to dock. So the goal is that the Titan will live in that hole. We'll build an entire hangar around it, and it can live in that hole and not be a problem, because it kind of sits out and gets damaged all the time. But we probably won't actually stay in the hole for very long. We're going to go and get vegetables, basically. That's my plan. We're going to go and find other sources of food so that I can make more things. And depending on when 209 comes out, we'll maybe do some contracts with it and stuff too. So we'll see how it goes. What else? Sunday is going to be City Skylines. Sorry I had to cancel Designated Survivors last week. I wasn't feeling good. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're going to do DS the last Sunday of every month. And then the other Sundays will be rotating through various other things like City Skylines and Space Engineers 2 and stuff like that. So, so City Skylines will be this Sunday, Titan again next Thursday, and I think that's it. I think that's everything I need to tell you all. Don't forget, if you've been liking the stream, to please go ahead and hit that like button so that the old algorithm will recommend me to other people. And if you'd like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. And I will talk to you all next time. Have a great weekend, everybody.